I can see the comments now. About Papa's brand new stash!
What's up?
I am Luke from the Master Sword Valley with another Minecraft mod showcase, and today I am doing Sonicraft! Yeah, I figured that, since I already did a video game related mod, I might as well do another one. So yes, this is the Sonicraft mod. Basically, this mod adds in a lot of new stuff from the Sonic universe into this game. From the different biomes, to the different items, to some vehicles, to even some outfits. So first we're gonna go over the various crafting items and all the things that they brought over from the Sega Sonic universe and whatnot. Then we're gonna go over some of the mobs. Then we're gonna show off the new world that's added into this mod. And let's get this started. Woo! Before we start though, I do want to mention that I'm actually redoing this mod showcase because there's a lot of things that I learned after I already finished the other recording of the mod showcase. Like a few weeks ago or something. And I apologize if there's going to be any sort of lag spikes. For some reason, this recording is a lot laggier than my last one, or I wasn't looking over at the time and such. So if there's a lot of lag spikes when I'm trying to explain something, I apologize. I haven't gone in to fix anything. But yeah, now for real, let's get started. All right, let's start off with the crafting stuff. So first things first, we have a ring. Now you can find these for free in the Sonic world. I was gonna mention the Sonic world a lot, but you can find these for free there, or you can craft them with 4 gold nuggets in a diamond pattern like this, and you'll get 1 ring per crafting recipe. So if you want a lot of rings, you gotta find a lot of gold for that. Now that ring is useful in a couple crafting recipes, which we'll get to soon. But moving on right here, the first things we have right here are the springs from the Sonic world. And these take on the classic form of the springs, even though some of them have like the modern spring design. The shape is from the classic Genesis games. So the first thing we have right here is a classic yellow spring. This one is super easy to make. That one is just 2 iron ingots with a slime block, a piston, and some carpet. 3 yellows to be specific. It has to be the yellow carpet specifically, and you'll get the classic yellow spring. Next up we have here is the red spring, which as you can see, it's a little bit more powerful than the yellow. And this one is the exact same, just replace the yellow carpet with red carpet, and you'll get the red spring. The next thing we have right here is the modern spring, which still takes on the shape of the classic spring from the classic games. To make that is the same thing, just replace the middle carpet with a gold ingot, or a butter ingot, whatever you want to call it, and you'll get the modern day spring. And I'll show off all these once we go over the crafting recipes. Now you can take that modern spring and put 4 of them together to get bumpers from Sonic 1. And again, I'll show off all these and how fun they are. You get 2 per crafting recipe. Now these things right here are actually important for some other crafting recipes. The first thing we have right here is a star panel, which you can craft them, but you can also find them for free in the Sonic world. To make that, you're going to need 4 blue dye, 4 redstone dust, and a nether quartz, and you'll get 2 star panels every time. And the next thing we have right here is a Mega Mac. And to make that, you're going to have to find a Mega Mac chamber, which can be found in the various biomes. I believe this can be found in the chemical plants and the scrap brain, which again, I'll talk about those once we get to the world. Yeah, you put that in a furnace and you'll get a Mega Mac ball, which can be turned into, I think it can be turned into these. I set this mod up so long ago, so there's a lot of things I don't quite remember. I apologize. So yeah, if you put 9 of these Mega Mac balls into a crafting table, you can get a block of Mega Mac. And these other 2 right here, the bouncy blocks of Mega Mac and such, can also be found randomly throughout the world. There's no way to craft them, unfortunately. Next thing we have here is a bumper from Sonic 2. Yeah, there's 2 bumpers in this. It's kind of weird. To make this, you're going to take those star panels and put them in a 2x2 like this, and you'll get the bumpers from Sonic 2. They function kind of the exact same. The next thing we have right here is a star post, which is the classic checkpoint from the original Sonic games. To make that, you're going to need an ender pearl, an iron ingot, 2 gold ingots, and a star panel, and you'll get the star post. Next up here, we have the spikes, and say it with me, you can find them for free in the Sonic world. But if you want to craft them for yourself, you're going to need 3 iron swords, so they take a lot of iron, and 3 iron ingots, and you'll get the spikes, 2 of them specifically. And then the next thing we have right here is the gold plate, which I guess is the last stationary block item that can be crafted. No, there's others. To make that, you're going to need 5 gold ingots, a star panel, and an iron ingot, and you'll get the gold plate. Now that I've shown you the crafting recipes, let's go over all the items one by one that I have. So starting off with the spring right here, this is just the low level spring. It'll bounce you like Bounces you like 4 or 5 blocks high. It's not really that, you know, doesn't bounce that high, so it's just a low setting right there. And then this is these two are the mediums right here, which will bounce you a lot higher. So this is the low. Bounces me about, like I said, 4 or 5 blocks. Like 5 blocks looks like. And this is the medium one. Bounces us a lot higher, as you can see right there. Ignore that, what you just saw over there. And this is the modern spring one right here, which, you know, launches you just as high. And then these right here are the bumpers, which will just bounce you back. These things are hectic when we get into the Sonic world, which is going to come a lot later. But these things are downright chaotic, as you can see right here. As you can see, they even make the sound effect, which is really cool. And this right here is the star post, which, take a listen. It'll actually make the classic Sonic sound effect, which I really like that they threw that into this mod. And then these right here are the spikes, which, as you can see, they make the sound of being impaled from the Sonic games, which is a really nice touch as well. And then this is the goal post right here, which, Eggman, your face sucks. Get it out of here. Run through it. It'll spin around, showing you the Steve and Alex face. I'm a little disappointed that it doesn't do like your current Minecraft skin, but that's still a nice touch either way that it shows Steve and Alex at the end. Now this thing will actually be important for much later besides just looking cool. You'll see why when we get to it. Now these right here are 3 springs that don't have any crafting recipes. They're just in the creative menu. I think you could find them in the world as well. But yeah, this one right here, I believe is actually a really powerful spring. As you see, it launches you way higher than expected. So yeah, that's a lot of fun right there. Just go sky high with that. And this one is an ice spring. This one won't launch you as high, but it will break after every use. So be very wary with that. And then this right here is a custom spring, which lets you set the bounce power to whatever you want. Now, I tested this out off camera and had it go all the way past 100, which it does do. But yeah, depending on how much spring power you put into it, watch how high you go. We're soaring to the atmosphere. Believe me. That is not the full potential of it. There is way more to that bounce, to that custom spring right there. But again, has no crafting recipe. Now, I was actually looking up the springs, and I remember one of them saying that, like, one specifically was from the Shadow the Hedgehog and not the main Sonic series. But after looking up again, I couldn't find out which one it was. But yeah, those are the custom springs that don't have crafting recipes, and those are the items that we just went over how to craft. Pretty cool. So if you're forgot to say this, that if you're a big Sonic fan, you'll definitely like this mod if you love both Sonic and Minecraft. Moving on, the next thing we have right here is a block of blast processing, which is actually kind of funny since, you know, games have to process and such. So it's like a video game term. To make this, you're going to need 4 Mega Mac balls, 2 redstone dust, 1 TNT, piece of coal, and a netherite ingot, and you'll get the block of blast processing. So I want to show off the block of blast processing because it actually does function like an explosive, but also has other purposes. So let's go over here and let's just lay out a normal block of TNT and show you guys the blast power of just a regular block of TNT. So as you can see, that's a decent sized hole. It can do a lot of damage to normal mobs. But now we're going to show off the block of blast processing. You think this would be some kind of overpowered TNT since, you know, it makes a sound and it hovers and such. But in reality, this thing is just a little bit more powerful than a regular block of TNT. If it'll ever blow up. Never mind, that is way bigger than I remember it being. Holy crap. But yeah, if you want to destroy a landscape, this is definitely the block to do it with. Wow, I forgot about how powerful that actually is. Let's go inside this mountain a little bit and stick this down and see what all it can do. See the destructive power of it. Takes it a while. You know, it's got to show off its amazing blast processing power. Boom! So as you can see, it's like normal TNT, like I said, like a couple pieces of TNT combined, but it doesn't really do that much damage to stone. So yeah, that's the block of blast processing. Wow. I forgot the destructive force of this beast. Damn. I've had a lot of trouble trying to find them on Showcase. But anyway, the next thing we have right here is a Sega Genesis. Yes, they put this into the mod, which is awesome. To make that, you're going to need a hopper, a netherite ingot, a redstone repeater, 2 iron ingots, and that block of blast processing, and you'll get the Sega Genesis, which makes sense. You know, Genesis does what Nintendo don't. Now, the Sega Genesis doesn't really do anything, unfortunately. It's just a decoration piece, which you can also find these cartridges hanging around and around the Sonic world, random chests and such, and you can put them in there. As you can see right there, we got the Sonic 1 cartridge right there. Even though it's all pixely, I know for a fact that it's specifically Sonic 1. We got Sonic 2 right there. As you can see, you can kind of make out Tails, Sonic, and the 2 that Eggman has a hand on. And we got Sonic 3 right there, which takes, I've heard it's take place all on Angel Island. So yeah, really cool detail that the mod developer put that in. So yeah, that's the Sega Genesis right there. Now move on to kind of obscure items right here. The first thing we have here is a chili dog, which is Sonic's favorite food in both this mod and just the regular canon of Sonic. To make that, you're going to need a piece of bread, a magma cream, and a raw pork chop or raw beef, depending on which one you can find. The mod creator is nice about that. And you'll make a chili dog, which will come in handy later. The next thing we have here is a mint candy. To make that, you're going to need a paper, a sugar, and a mint herb. If I may be honest, I have no idea where to find this. I've looked over the world so many times and I cannot find this thing no matter what. So if you guys know where to find this, tell me in the comments. But I know for a fact you can find mint candy, which is Tails' favorite food, in random chests throughout the world. So I guess it kind of okay that I don't know about the mint herb and like where to get it and such. But if you guys know, let me know in the comments below. Thank you. And you'll get mint candy. Now, those items that I went over, the chili dog and the mint candy, are important for some things, which we'll go over now. But first, we need to talk about this right here, which is an item box. You know, the staple of getting rings or invincibility and whatnot in the Sonic universe. To make that, you're going to need 5 iron ingots, 3 iron nuggets, and a block of redstone, and you'll get the item box. Now, if you want to craft all the related items to go with it, you're going to need a lot of these, so stock up on iron. And the reason why is because they added the various items from the original Sonic games into this mod. The first thing we have right here is a ring item box, which, as you can see, gives 10 rings when you jump on it. To make that, you're going to surround an item box with rings, so 8 rings in total, and you'll get the ring item box. The next thing we have right here is a shield item box, which will give you 1 invincible hit, basically. To make that, you're going to need an item box and a piece of glass, and you'll get the shield item box. The next thing we have here is the speed shoes, which will only give you a brief speed boost, so it's kind of lame. To make that, you're going to need an item box and speed shoes. Now, in order to get these, there are 3 ways you can get them. You can either win them in gambling, you can kill Sonic and take him off his feet, or you can buy them from the black market Chow, which I'll go over all that stuff later. Okay, sorry, I had to make sure that I was correct in the third method. Next thing we have right here is the invincibility one, which will make you completely invincible for 20 seconds. Again, temporary invincibility in Sonic and in Mario technically, but that's not important. To make that, you're going to need a nether star with an item box, and you'll get the invincibility one. So this one is really, really costly. But again, you can find all these for free in the Sonic world. Now, the reason why I said that the chili dog and the mint candy were important for later is because of what we're tackling next. We have character item boxes here. If you make these, you can summon a character anytime you wish, but they are really, really expensive. First thing we have is the Sonic item box. So any of the character item boxes are going to require an item box and another star, plus whatever their favorite food is, with the exception of one character. So I'm just gonna point out all the food. So for Sonic's item box, you do this recipe with a chili dog to get Sonic's item box. For the Tails one, you put a mint candy in place of the chili dog. For Knuckles, you give him a grape in place of them, which are found randomly throughout the world again. For Knuckles, for Amy Rose, you're going to need a saucer of ice cream, which again are found randomly. For that, for the badass himself, Shadow, you're going to need a netherite ingot, which can be a little costly as well, to get the Shadow item box. For Boobs the Bat, you're going to need a teardrop, and I know her name is Rouge, but a lot of people make that joke. To get the Rouge item box, now we have the cream and cheese item box, which, as you know, cream is from Sonic Adventure. Now, this one is going to require a raw rabbit and a Chow egg, which I'll show you about the Chow egg once we get to the Sonic world and such. But yeah, that's how you get the cream and cheese one. And the last one we have here is Blaze. As you notice, there's no crafting recipe for it. Yeah, no matter what, there is no crafting recipe for Blaze's item box. I'll even look it up. I'm clicking on it right now, and there's nothing. There's no crafting recipe for it, but you can find it randomly throughout the Sonic world, like you've already heard before. Same thing with all of these item boxes right here. You can find these randomly throughout the world. Unfortunately, the characters don't spawn at random, just like the enemies. So the only way to get them is from these item boxes. Legit. Now move on to the last few useful crafting items here. The first thing we have right here is a Chaos Emerald separation table. It sounds like a really weird name and an obscure item to have, but you'll see why later. To make this, you're going to need 3 iron ingots, 2 redstone dust, a crafting table, 2 limestone glass, and a ring, and you'll get the Chaos Emerald separation table. And I'll talk about this much later. Now, this one right here is a Chaos Emerald power generator, which acts as a redstone output once you get a Chaos Emerald. And I'll show you how to get those later. To make this, you're going to need 4 cobblestone, 2 observers, and 2 pieces of glass, and you'll get the Chaos Emerald power generator. Next up right here, we have a spring yard searchlight, which you can craft this, but you can also find them for free in the spring yards. I'll show those later. To make that, you're going to need 6 emeralds, 2 lapis lazuli, and a lantern, and you'll get the spring yard searchlight. So if you don't want to bother going to the world of Sonic to find this, you can make it for yourself. And the last basic item we have right here is a totem of guidance, which will summon Tikal, your guide member through Sonic Adventure. To make that, you're going to need Chowstone, which is basically the cobblestone of the Sonic world. You find this by just digging in that world. You're going to need 5 of that, a netherite ingot, and a teardrop, and you'll get the totem of guidance. Now that's all the noteworthy basic items. There are other crafting recipes, like if I go, like there's obviously there's things like this, which you can find different types of wood in the Sonic world and make it that way. But let's see. Here we go. You could have things like this scrap brain caution block that you can craft here, but I'm not going to go over this because again, you can find this stuff for free throughout the world of Sonic. So it's not really worth it to go over that. I only went over the actual good practical use items right here, just because, they'd be kind of obscure to not go over them. I don't know where I was going with that, but you get the idea. So it's just really fun to bounce on these things too. It's also really fun to just hear that checkpoint every time. Now that we've gone over the basic items, let's go and go over something else, which are the vehicles, which is something that they added, kind of a unique thing they added to the 1.17 version or the 1.4 update, whatever it's called. The first thing we're going to have right here is Tails of Cyclone, which is his writable made method of gameplay in Sonic Adventure 2. Something that is absolutely atrocious. That gameplay was awful in Adventure 2. You're going to have to create several parts for it. So the first thing we have right here is a cyclone wing. To make that, you're going to need 5 lapis lazuli, 1 orange dye, and you'll get the cyclone wing. The next thing we have right here is a cyclone wheel, which to make that, you're going to need 4 iron ingots, 1 emerald, and 4 black wool, and you'll get the cyclone wheel. The next thing we have right here is a cyclone leg. Now this is why I went over the wing and wheel first, because you need these for the other parts. To make this, you're going to need 2 wings, 1 wheel, 2 blocks of lapis, a block of netherite, a block of redstone, and a gold ingot, and you'll get the cyclone leg. Holy crap, that was a mouthful. Next up here, we have the cyclone body, which to make that is going to be a minecart. Makes sense, you need someplace to sit. A cyclone wing, 2 blocks of gold, or 2 blocks of butter, a block of redstone, block of lapis, gold ingot, and a dispenser, and you'll get the cyclone body. It makes sense. You have the cockpit with the minecart, you have the dispenser to shoot with it, and you have the power source. So it makes sense. Next up here, we have the cyclone turrets, which, you got to shoot things from it. In the game, at least. To make that, you're going to need 2 netherite ingots, 1 dispenser, 2 lapis, gold ingot, and an emerald, and you'll get the cyclone turret. And then you put all those together into a crafting table and to get the Tails of Cyclone, which going over that, you're going to need a blast furnace, 1 turret, 2 legs, 1 body, and the Miles Electric. Now this item is very sparse. There's no way to craft it. To make that, to get it actually, you're going to have to kill Tails. I know. It's very messed up. Yeah, you're gonna have to kill Tails in order to be able to get this Miles Electric. But you put all it together and you get the Tails of Cyclone, which I'll go into how they operate and such later. For the next vehicle that you can ride, you're going to need an item called red iron blocks, or red block of iron, excuse me. To make that, it's very simple. Just take a red dye within a block of iron and you'll get the red block of iron. You only get 1 per, so gotta find a lot of flowers and a lot of iron for it. The reason why is for the Death Egg robot. Yes, you can make it and ride around in it. Not really that useful, though. The first thing you have here is the repaired robot torso. To make that, you're going to need 2 blocks of iron, 3 glass, 2 redstone repeaters, a minecart, same deal, you got someplace to sit, and the Death Egg robot torso, which is given to you every time you defeat the Death Egg. I'll go over that later. The next thing we have right here is the Death Egg robot arm, which to make that is going to be 2 spikes, 2 red blocks of iron, and 2 pistons, and you'll get the Death Egg robot arm. And next up, we have the robot leg, which to make that, you're going to need 2 red blocks of iron again, 2 iron ingots, 1 redstone, and 2 pistons, and you'll get the Death Egg robot leg. And then for the rideable Death Egg robot, you're going to need 2 arms, 2 legs, the torso, and a block of blast processing. I told you this thing was useful, and you'll get the rideable Death Egg robot. It's no wonder all his machines blow up. They have a powerful block like this jammed into it. So it makes sense. Now that we talked about the generic vehicles from the Sonic world, let's talk about something from the spin-off game, specifically Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. First thing we have here is a race car front. To make that, you're going to need 2 soul lanterns, 1 iron trapdoor, 2 blocks of iron, a block of redstone, and a glass, and you'll get the race car front. Next up we have right here is the race car boosters, which those are made with 4 iron and nuggets, 2 blocks of iron, 2 firework rockets, and a piece of redstone, and you'll get the race car boosters. How fitting that you use firework rockets to make this, since one of the main attacking items in the Sonic racing games are fireworks. They're the replacement for like green shells. And the next component we have right here is the race car wheel, which you surround a grindstone with 4 black wools, and you'll get the race car wheel, which now we're going to combine all those pieces into a stock race car, which that is made with 4 wheels, 2 iron ingots, the boosters, the front, and a minecart, and you'll get this stock race car. Now the stock car is used in the middle of every single one of these cars right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over everything that you need to put the car together. Well, obviously I'm not going to say that the race car goes in the middle because that's obvious. So the first thing you have here is the Speed Star, which is Sonic's default racing car in the games. To make that, you're going to need 2 blue dyes, 2 redstone dust, iron ingot, a lapis lazuli, and a red carpet, and you'll get the Speed Star. Next thing we have right here is the Whirlwind Spore, which is Tails' vehicle, and that is made with 2 yellow dye, 2 iron nuggets, 1 iron ingot, and an orange carpet, and you'll get the Whirlwind Sport. Next thing we have right here is the Land Breaker, which is Knuckles' vehicle. To make that, you're going to need 2 redstone dust, 2 spikes, 2 pistons, 1 emerald, and a black carpet, and you'll get the Land Breaker. Once again, the stock race car always goes in the middle of these. Next thing we have here is the pink cabriolet, I think. God damn, Amy, why do you have to have the most confusing sounding car? Anyway, to make that, you're going to need 2 pink dye, 2 redstone dust, 1 iron ingot, and a white carpet, and you'll get the pink cabriolet. I hate saying this name. I had such a hard time in the last recording. Next up here, we have the Dark Reaper. Like, that name sounds awesome. Better than Pink Cabriolet. This is Shadow's vehicle. To make that, you're going to need 2 black dye, 2 redstone dust, 1 red dye, and a red carpet, and you'll get the Dark Reaper. Again, such a cool name. Way better than this. And then next we have the Lip Spider, which is Rouge's car. How fitting. To make that, you're going to need 2 white dye, 2 iron nuggets, 1 iron ingot, a pink dye, and a pink carpet, and you'll get the Lip Spider. Spelled differently for some reason. And the next thing we have right here is the Royal Chariot, which is Blaze's vehicle. To make that, you're going to need 2 amethyst shards, 2 blaze powder, 1 gold ingot, and a red carpet, and you'll get the Royal Chariot. Now, I should mention that all these vehicles right here are an addition to the 1.17 version, or whatever the most recent updated version is. If you're playing at 1.16, these cars are not in the game at all. Neither is Blaze in the 1.16 version. As if all these cars was not in... Sorry guys, my headphones died. But yeah, in addition to the all these cars right here, they got some upgrades for them. So we have these various upgrades called performance parts right here. Now these crafting recipes are all the same, just replace the middle piece. So for the defense part, you're going to need a netherite ingot. Makes sense in that sense. To make the speed part, you're going to need sugar for that. And to make the handling part, you're going to need a slime ball for that. And I'll go over these one by one while I show off the vehicles. Now I'm gonna go start off with the stock race car right here. Every car pretty much performs the same. It just depends on what you put in as a performance part right here. But I'm just gonna show off the basic car right here, and I have a tunnel right there as my bit of a racetrack. So as you can see, these things are actually somewhat fast. They're not, I think they're about as fast as going on a minecart system, but still kind of fast nonetheless. You can go all over the world with this. You're not restricted to just using the tracks with them. As you can see, I set up a checkpoint right here to show how fast they truly go from the end down there all the way down here. So I'll go and delete that and put that one back. Now to actually pick these things up, because yeah, you can pick them up. You shift and shift and left click them, and you will drop them, causing you to pick them up. So really fast vehicles, but they can be even faster with this speed, with it, whichever the speed one is, this one. So, but I'll show that off next in an actual cool looking vehicle. No offense, stock car. Next up, we have the Speed Star, Sonic's vehicle. Now, like I said, if you shift and right click, you can access this performance parts menu, which can hold 2 parts every time. So if you put the defense and speed one in, you can actually, you have a pretty tanky vehicle. But I'm just gonna go and put the defense one in, even though I can't really show it that much, show it off that good. But I feel like this might be a little bit faster. I don't know for sure. I'm gonna keep track in post to see how fast these things really go by the time we hit the goalpost at the end. So now, like that. I don't know for sure, but it feels like they're about the same. But yeah, that's the Speed Star right there. So if you want to actually feel like Sonic, even though you can just run all over the place as actual Sonic, you can pick up this car and go all over the place. So if you want to show off to your friends, hey guys, look what I got and look what I had the money for. There you go. But yeah, Speed Star. Next up, we have the Whirlwind Sport right here, which actually looks like a little bumblebee from like Transformers or something. I actually like that. That's kind of cute. But yeah, that's obviously Tails' vehicle and about the same speed as before. I'm gonna wait and show off the speed upgrade when we get to probably my favorite vehicle. You'll see when that happens. But yeah, still, I think roughly around the same speed, but it's still cool nonetheless, being able to drive these cars around. And I guess like, I wouldn't say like normal minecars, but any like normal vehicle in a vehicle-based mod, it can go up blocks by default. So you don't have to worry about having to like carefully get out, break it, put it up on a ledge, and then drive again. Now we got the land break. Now we got Knuckles' vehicle, the land breaker, and I already put the handling part in here. So as you can see, this actually makes the car slower than normal. But if you're in an area where you're getting attacked a lot, you don't have to worry about damage a whole lot since it just repairs itself on its own. I don't know how much health these things actually have, but as you can see, you go so slow when you have this part. It's almost not worth it in that sense. But yeah, that's the land breaker and the handling part. So you saw how slow I was going, and now you see how if I'm going a little bit faster when I'm doing it, like when I'm going back all the way to the mod showcase. So this part kind of sucks if you need to get places. Now we have the pink cabriolet, right? Yeah, pink cabriolet. This one actually does seem faster. Maybe it was because I ran while I was in this right here. So I guess you can run to make things go a little bit faster than normal. But I don't know. This one seems incredibly fast. Holy crap. I can't believe. Oh, I accidentally punched it. Oh, well. Wow. Amy, everyone gives you a lot of flack, even Sonic himself. But man, this thing, actually, it's about the same speed as normal. So I didn't even put a speed part in it. Wow, this thing is incredibly fast. Now I move on to the most badass car itself, the Dark Reaper, which is Shadow's vehicle. Now I'm gonna put the speed part in this to show you how fast this thing is. It actually gives it by not really much of a difference. It increased the speed by 20%, but it's still pretty damn fast right there. Ding, just like that. Shadow is still one of my all-time favorite. He's probably my most favorite video game character ever. He's my favorite in the Sonic universe next to Eggman, and he just kicks so much ass. Shadow is just great. What happened to there it goes. Okay. So yeah, that's the Dark Reaper right there. Still just looks so cool. Maybe it can look like you're driving nothing if you drive it in the middle of the night. Never know. Now we have the Lip Spider right here, which almost looks like a mix of Batman's car mixed with Rouge herself. Same deal, goes about as fast as cars without the speed increase. Doesn't quite look like it goes as fast as Amy's car. Amy's car looked like it went a lot faster than normal. But yeah, that's the Lip Spider right there. Not really a whole lot to show besides just how they look from the outside and just me driving them around this tunnel. And last but not least for the cars, we have the Royal Chariot, which is also a really cool looking car. I mean, damn, this thing looks sick. It's even got a hood ornament on top. Look at that thing. Looks awesome. right there. But yeah, like I said, this is Blaze's car, and it's still the same speed as before. But it's a thinner car, which I don't know if that really helps because doesn't really have much collision with the other vehicle or with other blocks in the in this game and such. But still cool nonetheless. If you like Blaze and you want to drive her car around in Minecraft, you certainly can. Which all around, I think these are just speed upgrades for normal, since you know we're still making the sounds of walking on regular dirt, regular stone and such, regular gravel and the likes. So I feel like this is just running really fast with a skin added, basically. All right, so I came over to this big area to show off the rideable Death Egg robot and the Tails of Cyclone right here. Now, obviously, this is the Death Egg robot that I'm in right now. Did I spawn two of them? Oh, crud. But yeah, this is the Death Egg robot right here. This one kind of sucks, honestly, because your view is so limited. This thing is incredibly slow, as you can see right here. Am I swimming right now? I don't know. Come on. Can I fly with this thing? Okay, no, it's kind of a big jump. But yeah, you're really slow with this thing. You don't have any sort of attack with it, unfortunately, unless you have like an actual weapon. But I guess here it is from the front. See, I'm running it. I am now Dr. Robotnik. But yeah, see, it looks funny when you see it from the sides. But other than that, there's not really a whole lot else to really show with this vehicle right here. However, the Cyclone is different. This thing is actually as slow as the Death Egg robot, excuse me. But as you can see right here, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. This one looks so good. I have no idea what that beeping is. Right there. I have no idea what that is. That's annoying. I'm gonna stop. But yeah. What is that sound? Is it something to do with the horses? No, I guess not. But yeah, this is the Cyclone right here. You can't shoot, unfortunately. I don't know what that beeping is. Oh, well, shoot. I guess you can fire with this thing. I don't know how, but yeah, you can. I guess that explains what that beeping was. I'm trying out all the buttons on my keyboard that aren't. Oh my God, it's R. You press R to shoot. Oh my God, I never once knew that. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. Can you do that in the Death Egg? Can you do that in Death Egg here? Can I? I'm hitting all the buttons I can. Looks like you can't. I never knew that you could actually fire with this thing. See, I thought that beeping was like a tracker of some kind. I didn't realize that was related to that how the aiming works in Sonic Adventure 2. That's cool. But yeah, this thing is a little bit faster than the Death Egg robot, but still not a lot. I like the fact that you can shoot. And yeah, those are the Cyclone and the Death Egg robot, but we're not done yet, because in this chest right here, which I completely forgot about when I started redoing this showcase, are two vehicles that you cannot craft, unfortunately. They are the Hornet van, which you can find in the casino, either Casino Night or Studiopolis, and the Tornado, which you can find in Tails' workshop in Green Hill. Again, I'll go over these later. Let's start off with the Hornet van. This is basically just a free vehicle that you can get if you don't have the 1.17 version. You can pretty much drive around. You're actually slower than the normal vehicles, but if you just want to drive around and not worry about damage so much from like mobs and such, you can certainly do that with this. Kind of lame, but hey, what are you gonna do? I mean, it's a van, it's not a sports car. And then we have the Tornado right here, which again, you can find these randomly throughout the world. And this basically lets you fly in normal Minecraft. You'll descend slowly right here, you know, like a plane sort of landing, and you can only go straight up with it. Again, you have kind of limited view, but the novelty alone of just being able to fly around the world normally is pretty cool on its own. So you can find your way back to your base or your portal or where it is you want to go. So yeah, that's the Tornado right there. Really useful. And not moving, you'll just descend. Now, I'm sure you've been seeing these throughout the mod showcase right here. And these right here are various costumes that you can find pieces of throughout the Sonic world. You can only find them in chests. I haven't gotten them from killing any of the regular characters or mobs in this mod. So that's all I know, is that you can find them in various chests. As you can see right here, they kind of take on the appearance of Sonic Adventure 2 battle mode and like Sonic 06 right here, as you can see, but I'll go through each one of them one by one. So first up, we have the Sonic gear right here, which we have the Sonic hoodie, the Sonic pants, which are apparently Hatsune Miku's, the soap shoes, and the Sonic Man helmet, which Sonic Man was a character in Sonic 06, even though no one talks about that game. So this is how it looks on the character right here. Now, like I said, there are some Sonic shoes that you can get through other means. Even though these ones are called soap shoes right here. These don't give you any sort of speed boost or anything. And this doesn't give you any sort of better armor protection than, say, like a teardrop armor or whatnot. It just looks cool that you can try and cosplay as Sonic. So really nice. Correction, the speed shoes right here. So I guess if you have the Sonic armor and stuff on, you can go incredibly fast and you can see, whoa, I'm up my god, oh my god, it's armor, oh my god, so fast, whoa! But yeah, I forgot to show these off. So if you have them with the armors on, they can actually make you truly feel like Sonic. As you see, you're going a lot faster than normal. I'm coming for you. Boom. Really cool. Now we have the Tails armor right here, which honestly looks adorable. Like, who wouldn't want to cosplay as Tails with those ears and those twin tails right there? But yeah, as you can see, we got the tails, we got the shoes. Again, doesn't really do much besides making you look freaking adorable. Like, that's awesome. Now we have a very questionable one right here. This is Knuckles' set of clothes right here. As you can see, he's got the gloves that Knuckles has, as well as the shoes. But we have tank top and pants and a hat from it. Which again, I think this is his costume that he uses in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Mode. I don't know off the top of my head because characters have different costumes in Battle Mode versus regular Sonic games. But yeah, I look like I belong in the Back to the Future, going back to the Western time with big hands. Doesn't really look like Knuckles. Now, this is going to open up some very questionable things. Next up, we have Amy's armor right here, which all it does is just, you have the boots, the dress, and the headband. You can barely see the headband on me. It's very questionable looking on any sort of male skin here, just wearing a dress. But yeah. This is that. Here we have another questionable one, which is Rouge's set of clothes right here, which actually turns you into her and such. Again, looks very questionable on a person, like an actual, like a dude's skin in this mod. You still have the bat wings, which I like as a nice touch, but yeah, that's that. I have nothing to say to this. Now we have Dr. Robotnik's one, which looks the best, especially that big old honking mustache on my face. But yeah, again, these don't do anything besides just make you look cool and look like all the characters and whatnot. I just love the mustache. That's why I kept it on throughout the entire showcase. It's like, I can't believe this. I do a terrible Eggman voice. And of course, I saved Shadows for last since, you know, I said my whole appeal about how I think about Shadow and such, which doesn't even look close to Shadow except for his shoes right there, as you can see. We look more like a spy out of Mission Impossible with this, which I believe is like, might be reference to the actual Shadow the Hedgehog game. I don't know for sure why we have clothes like this and we have just a replica of Shadow's shoes, which again, don't make me fast or even like skate like Shadow, but it's still cool nonetheless. I love it. Now we're going to go over the item boxes right here. So starting off, we have the regular ring item box right here, which when you jump on it, I'm sure you can guess what this does. It'll give you 10 rings. Now, some of the rings are actually expendable in this mod, but we'll go over that when that happens. So that's the rings, gives you 10. Next up we have here is the shield one, which will give you a shield around which will block you for 1 hit. I heard a skeleton around here, which, oh no, I hear zombies now. Down here. Hi. We'll show that later. Yes, a skeleton right here. So I'm gonna go and switch my game mode to survival and show you that when it gets rid of the shield after I got hit by that arrow right there, and it'll protect you 1 time. After that, you will start taking damage. As you can see, they leave behind those broken item boxes, which is really cool. Next up we have here is the speed one, which will give you a speed boost for 20 seconds. I don't know what level of speed this is. I want to say it's like 3 or something, or maybe 2, but yeah, it'll make you go a little faster for a short period of time. This is heavily inferior to the actual speed shoes, which make you go incredibly fast. But yeah, that's the speed block. Then we have the invincibility block right here, which I'm gonna go and switch my game mode back. So yeah, we have the invincibility one, which will give you a few seconds of brief invincibility. As you can see, we have the oh, thank you for not blowing anything up. But yeah, we didn't even take damage from that creeper. I guess we're gonna go back down to the skeleton and spider and whatnot. As you can see, we can't be touched for 20 seconds right there. I'm gonna get out of here so I don't take damage. Ah, no. Don't fall in the water. It plays really, really loud music, which is really cool, which doesn't sound like the invincibility music that I know. I think the one that I know of is Sonic Adventure. But yeah, that's brief invincibility there. Maybe you may have been hearing those yeah and other noises around and such, which are actually related to this. We're getting to the character boxes now. So of course, jumping on these character boxes, when you find them, will spawn the characters. So let's just go. So we'll go with Sonic right here. As you can see, right here, you'll spawn the character that is on the outside right here. So we have regular good old Sonic right here, who of course is very fast, and he actually makes that classic jump sound, which I really like in this. The freaking stay at daytime. Now, one thing I like is that I will actually go ahead and spawn a baddie right here, and watch this. As soon as I spawn it, hey, Sonic! There you go. He'll take it out. As you can see, you drop an animal drops. We'll talk about it later. And they actually will take damage, and you can actually heal them with their favorite foods. So in the case of Sonic right here, if you give him a chili dog right here, I don't know if I'm eating. Oh, I guess that was him eating it. He'll actually technically follow you around. I guess you can like tame him or something. I don't really know, but yeah, you can feed them their favorite food. And next up we have Tails right here. You know, it'll spawn Tails. You know, his favorite food is candy, mint candy, which I guess you can maybe get on the good side, because if you attack them, they'll actually attack you back. But yeah, you can win him over with mint candy, and he'll just, I don't think he'll attack enemies. We'll have a buzz bomber right here. Oh, he'll actually spin around. I like that. It's a nice detail. So again, this is why I wanted to redo the mod showcase right here. Oh, come on. Like, really? You can also attack them yourself and kill them that way. Let's spawn a buzz bomber down here. This is like a classic enemy that at least I know. Yeah, as you can see, they'll both attack. Now we have Knuckles right here, which is the is the brute anti. No, he's not really an anti-hero. He's just the brute. You can give him grapes to again win him over, and will he also attack? Yes, he will. He'll also attack enemies, specifically Sonic enemies. If you have regular mobs like a zombie or creeper, he will not attack them, unfortunately. But still cool nonetheless. You can feed him grapes to win him over. Yeah. And then we have Amy right here, which she will wield her big ol' hammer, which is in the Sonic universe is her main way of attacking, is that big ol' hammer right there. And you can win her over with soft serve ice cream right here. You know, give her that, tame her, heal her and such. I believe she'll also attack. Oh no, Knuckles is doing that. What about that? Oh, Knuckles is just stealing the show for Amy. I believe she'll attack with the hammer. I mean, why would she not if she doesn't hold it? But one thing to note about Amy is that if you actually kill her, which is, I know it's very messed up, you have a chance of getting her hammer, which actually does a lot of freaking damage. One more damage than the netherite sword, which is really kind of unique, actually. And I'll save him for last. Next up, we have Boobs the Bat right here, or Rouge. And she doesn't exactly have a favorite food, but she's attracted to teardrops, which makes sense. She is always attracted to like jewels and whatnot. I think it's if you drop it. I guess not, but you can like win her over with a teardrop. Does she attack? She does. Okay, make it sure. So you can't like heal her, but you could still. Oh, there goes the buzz bomber. You can still woo her with that. And I will say I like the nice attention to how they transfer these characters from the Sega world into Minecraft with their little blocky design. That's nice. Yeah. Next up, we have cream and cheese right here, which again, I don't really know if they have a favorite food. It doesn't tell me on the forums, but they're just there. You know, I don't know how well you can interact with them, but yeah, that's them. And the Blaze is kind of the same way. I think she can attack mobs. Yes, she can. I don't think Cream does. If I spawn her right next to her, no, she doesn't. She leaves them alone. Everyone else will go for them though. But yeah, that's Blaze. She's incredibly fast, but I don't know her favorite food though. And of course, I saved the badass himself. We have Shadow right here, which he can be won over with cocoa beans right there. And he's like Sonic. I don't know if he has any way of like. Looks like when he jumps, he doesn't curl up into a ball the same way that Sonic does, but you can still spawn him nonetheless. He's wooed over with cocoa beans, and he will still kick the shit out of any mob, any Sonic related mob. So yeah, that's all the item boxes and all the characters.
Wow.
With all those crafting recipes finally done, it's now time to tell you about the portal right here. I already lit it, which I guess I'll go ahead and break it again. But this right here is the portal to go to the world of Sonic. It's one giant ring. Makes sense. Now, in order to light it, you're going to need what's called a flint and ring, which is the same crafting recipe as a regular flint and steel. Just replace the iron with a ring, and you'll get this flint and ring, which you use it to light up this portal, which you can now go to the Sonic world. Now, if you're a big fan of classic Sonic, be prepared to have your socks blown. And if you're not, if they're already blown off, this mod just did that well at blowing them off. If you're not wearing socks, excuse me. Let's go through. Take a listen. Yup, they brought back all the music. So yes, we are here in the Sonic world, which consists of a bunch of stages from the Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, as far as my research knows. And we'll go over the virus biomes one by one. Let's start off with the chemical plant right here. This chemical plant has a few various items that you can find. Like the Sonic world has a ton of random chests that you can find here, which will contain various loot, whether it be Minecraft loot or Sonic related loot, right? Which that one just contained regular Minecraft loot. But say if we go over to this tower over here and look inside of it, you can see we can find some rings, some Mac balls, a star panel, and some regular Minecraft items right here. Along with this music, it is so much fun to go exploring this world and try and find all this stuff. Now, I wanted to start with chemical plant for a reason, because of this down here. Oddly enough, this spawned in the water. This is a giant magnet. Oh, as you can see, anytime you switch biomes, it'll actually change the song that will play. Anyway, this magnet right here is an item that, let me go and get a sponge real quick. Okay, I guess it doesn't exactly work that way. But yes, there's this big magnet right here, which is incredibly rare. I spent 30 minutes trying to find this thing and set up the portal near it because this thing is so elusive and rare. Now it has some great Eggman humor right here. Death egg altitude decreaser. Can go with magnet apparently. Do not touch unless you are a robot. Eggman. Authorized personnel only. Eggman. I can only imagine like him putting the signs there, thinking that anyone will just think like, oh my god, a magnet, I'm so scared. Ah! Like they swim or run away and such. I don't know. It's just a crazy thought, and it's just me, and it's really stupid. It's got some great Death Egg models right there. But the real piece de resistance is this button right here. Pressing it will activate a magnet that will bring down the Death Egg. It takes it a little bit, but as you can see right there, the Death Egg is brought down. You'll get the achievement That's No Moon as a result. It blows up as well, which is kind of funny as well. I mean, it's an Eggman tradition. But yes, this is the Death Egg right here. This is a bit of a mini dungeon. There's kind of a lot of like little courses throughout this world, and the Death Egg is one of them right here, as you can see. Now there is an entrance somewhere. There you go. Oh, here it is. As you can see, there's an entrance right here. Now you want to be prepared for this, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this right here. This is a hammer, which I'll talk about later. But anyway, in here you can have some rings, and you have to do a little bit of platforming in true Sonic style, even though he's not about platforming. But anyway, I'm gonna go put these on, which I'll show how to get these. You can just run over them, collecting all the rings here, and switching songs a lot. Oh, that was bad. He layers this place with a lot of traps, which makes sense. You know, you gotta protect your strongholds and whatnot. Ouch. But yeah, going through here, you want to go through this. Let's go and take these off to make the platforming a little bit easier. Yeah, that's something you can do that Sonic probably can't. And you know what? I'm gonna go and switch back to survival to show what it's like collecting these rings right here. As you can see, they'll add to your inventory by default, right there. Now there's the boss. However, I'm gonna go and get those rest of those rings, and you see there's a chest which has things like, you know, like the mustache. Again, costume drops are in random chests. You can find a Death Egg model and just some various other loot and such. Now another thing is that if you bring a bow or just a ranged item in general, and you shoot that target block up there, it will activate TNT, which will blow up, giving you a way out of here, so you don't have to backtrack all that way through here. Nah, screw it. I'm gonna stay in creative mode for this. because we have the Death Egg robot right here. You know, it's piloted by Eggman and such. This thing is actually pretty tough. I believe actually if Sonic is here, or just one of the characters. You know what? Let's put Shadow in here. See what he does. Does he do anything? Oh, he actually can do something. So Shadow and I guess Sonic and I guess some other characters can actually do this for you, but you can also attack him yourself with various items and such. So we're just gonna go do that. Oh, you killed Shadow, you bastard. Okay. So I guess I'll just kick his butt myself. Now, so if you beat him, this is how you can get the rideable Death Egg torso. I believe he'll drop it every time. I don't know for 100% though, but you'll also get another item when you do kill him.
Why, you pay for this?
So as you can see, we have the damaged torso right there. We'll pick it up. You also have the special stage key right there. Oh, I guess we gotta break it.
Are you kidding me? No, this is not okay.
Yes, it is. I forgot that Eggman was actually in there. But yeah, you'll get the Death Egg torso as well as a special stage key, which I'll actually go over this now. As we go through these areas, just take a listen. Here we go. Yes, they brought back a lot of music from the classic games, including my favorite, Green Hill. I mean, a lot of songs are my favorite, but the other ones they brought back, this is easily my favorite. Okay, I'm done. Anyway, with this special stage key right here, as you can see, right click a gold plate with this key to get a reward. So if we grab a gold plate right here, and it has to be one that you run through, right? Yeah, run through it to make it yours, and then right click it with this, you will get a Chaos Emerald right here. Now, there are 4 bosses and 7 Chaos Emeralds to get, so you have to fight basically all of them twice to get all of the Chaos Emeralds. There's 7 to get each. There's a red. You guys know by now if you played Sonic that there's 7 Chaos Emeralds to get. And now I should mention you also have this fake Chaos Emerald that Shadow will drop, as you see, because he dropped it when Eggman killed him. Now, this is actually related to that Chaos Emerald generator that I was talking about right here. I'm gonna go and put this down. And if you put a Chaos Emerald inside of it, it'll act as a redstone signal. So let's go ahead and get some redstone dust right here and place it down, and it activates, as you can see right there. However, one thing that I want to show you, let's go and get that again, is that if you put the fake Chaos Emerald in there, watch this. Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh my God, that's awesome. Okay, I'll go over that in a second. But if you put the fake Chaos Emerald in there, it acts like a TNT block. It can't accept the fake one. As you can see, it blows up right there. Oh my God. Okay. So if you shift and right click, you will teleport while holding a Chaos Emerald. You basically use the Chaos control. That's right. Who's the real user of the Chaos Emeralds now? Shadow, Sonic, Silver, Eggman. I did not know that before, but yeah. So that's the key, that's the Chaos Emeralds, and that's the Chaos Emerald generator right there. Now we still have a lot to go over. I guess let's start with the Green Hill zone right here. So as you see, there's an homage to the classic Green Hill. You have the pillars right here, which you'll find in the background of Green Hill. You have the loop right here, which is a really nice detail. Unfortunately, you can't run through it. This one's blocked, so it'd be hard to tell that way. I guess let's go over to these ones over here. Let's go over to these. Da, 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 da. God, I love the song. So as you can see, even with speed shoes, you can't run up them, which is kind of lame. I guess they didn't want to animate the camera doing that, which is a little lame. Now, one thing you can also find in this world are these capsules over here, which are usually an end of stage thing in Sonic games. Like it was in Adventure, it was in the classic games, it was in Lost World and whatnot. Now, if you get up to it and press the plunger, you will free some animals right there, as you can see. Which I think the animals that can actually be used for your own chow, which yes, there are chow in this game. I don't know if you can like use them on them or whatnot, but yeah, you can free animals in this world. You can break them with your regular tools and whatnot, but I feel like that's just really lame and not quite as satisfying as just pushing the plunger. So yeah, that's that, which you can find these throughout this whole world, not just in one biome. It's very recommended that you go for the speed shoes to get around this world really fast. Da, da, da. Oh, these plants? Let's see, not these ones. But these plants are here. They're animated. which is just awesome. Now there's actually 2 Green Hill zones that I found out while roaming this area. There's the Green Hill and then there's the Green Hill Mountains, which if you happen to be between them, it'll actually like play different music. It'll like fade out and fade in with the same song actually. This right here is what I was looking for. This is Tails' workshop, which upon going to these, if you right click, you can get a free tornado every time you find one. There are many throughout the world. You can also get a free smithing table right there. And then in the back, you can find some random loot, including armor related to Tails. You can also find the mint candies in this area. You can just find almost all Sonic items in random chests. You can also find the Chow Gardens here as well as in another biome. I'll try my best to find them. But yeah, that's kind of all for Green Hill. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so I went ahead and wrote down all the biomes to go over so I don't like gloss over one or forget that I did one. Next up we have here is the Marble Zone, which isn't a whole lot, but the thing that really sets it apart is what's underground. If this is the biome that I'm thinking of, you'll find a lot of these dungeons down here, which again have an assortment of various items that are down here. That they're not exactly hard to run through if you have the speed shoes, but you can find some various items down here, mostly regular Minecraft loot, as you can see. But there's also the fact that some of them, if you dig, you can actually find even more loot. Like, let's see. As you can see right here, there's a shield bubble. Over here, we have the invincibility and some ring boxes, and just various sorts of loot like that. I guess this also goes into I guess it's mostly Marble Zone. It also goes into Green Hill, apparently. You also find just random caves down here with like lava and water and whatnot. You can't find any resources here that you would find in the overworld, unfortunately. It's just Sonic related blocks and dungeons and whatnot. So that's the Marble Zone. You also find these random archways right here, which doesn't really look like they do much. I don't know what these things do. There's not even anything like underneath them. Nothing. So I don't know what these things are supposed to do. I guess while we're at it, we'll go here to the Starlight Zone, I believe it says. Yes, this is the Starlight Zone. This place actually compensates if you want to like live here, because they have these already pre-made houses for you. They even have a door and everything so it can protect you. They've got a bed, an empty chest, a crafting table, and a bed, so you can pretty much straight up live here. They have a scaffolding ladder right here instead of just a basic ladder. I would want to take out the speed shoes, but I kind of don't want to. And you can climb up right here onto the various floors. You'll find this right here, which is a Sonic Fighters arcade cabinet, which is just a novelty thing, just like the Sega Genesis. And you can find, you know, like a stone cutter, whatever, grindstone, that's what it is, some furnaces. And then on the top floor is a lookout to like what all is around here. Nothing else really on top except for like this chimney, I guess. But yeah, this Starlight Zone is so that you can, you know, like I said, you can live here. I don't believe there's anything of note underground. Doesn't look like it. Okay, just random like caves in this area. Damn it. Okay, going from the Starlight Zone, we have the Scrap Brain Yard right here, which is actually home to the second boss that you can come across, that we're gonna come across here, I suppose. You have these various buildings right here, which I believe, which I don't know if they hold anything specific in them. Okay, it just looks like a tower you can climb. Oh, and a lava area down here. I guess it's just a regular cave. I guess you can climb all the way up. So they're not worth, they're just like smokestacks right here, as you can see. But the main thing is that building over there. I'm actually gonna go ahead and switch back to creative mode right here. I have this hammer with me. I would leave it up to like Sonic and Shadow and like the various characters to do this, but I'm gonna take care of this myself. So in the Scrap Brain, you have these buildings right here, which you can go to in like various ways and such. You have this pillar right here, which has no collision for some reason, which that doesn't do anything. So the main thing is that if you go over here, oh, you can either run across these or use the spring to go up. You'll find Eggman right here, which if you step on this, he will activate a button and send you down here. Very Eggman trap style, but it doesn't keep you here for long. Unlike Sonic, you can swim down here and not worry about, you know, like air and such, even though I'm sure air is an important thing. And then you can go on this spring right here and have a boss fight with Eggman himself and not the Death Egg robot. He shoots various projectiles at you. Actually, let me armor up real quick. I went and switched back to survival mode to show you his attacks. He shoots various projectiles at you. I don't think he has like an explosion. Oh no, he can drop bombs on you as well, which also hurt him in the process. Good job, Eggman. Oh no, they don't hurt him. I thought they did. So I guess they just hurt you. And they do a lot more damage than I thought. Holy crap. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Oh god. No, I don't. Oh god, stop. Do that. Do that. Out. One more hit. Go. Go. Hit him. Baldy McNose hair. That's a good one. Straight from Sonic Colors. But yeah, if you defeat him, once again, you will get a special stage key, which can give you another Chaos Emerald when you find a gold plate. You can actually reuse gold plates that you've already used the special keys on in the past to use them over and over again to get unlimited resources and rewards from them every time you get a special stage key. And you'll find several of these opportunities for bosses so much throughout this world. Other than that, that's kind of all there is in the scrap brain. So I guess let's move on to the area we started. Just to go over it again. This is the chemical plants. Let me set the time today, which again has kick-ass music right here. As you can see, there's a lot of buildings that have loot on the top of them up here, whether whether it be normal Minecraft loot or some Sonic related loot, including, yes, you can find a Sonic plush here. You can also find a Sonic poster, which again are only found, you can't craft them. But there's other buildings such as this one that I'm thinking of. Damn. Oh, this is just a regular building. I think it's like, oh, it's like this one right here. You'll find these other buildings that have syringes, which if you press on them, will make that Mac down there bouncy stuff. And if you can time it right to get in there, it's kind of hard to do with speed shoes on. Come on. There we go. Up here, you'll get a chest with some various stuff, including a cartridge. Again, it's completely random. But also here in Chemical Plant is where you can encounter Metal Sonic, which is another boss fight here. Unfortunately, he's not appearing in this one, so I guess I have to go to another Chemical Plant to try and find him. And to believe me, I found plenty of Metal Sonics. There's one time I found 2 of them in one area before, like just completely random. But let me see if I can go find him. With these speed shoes, shouldn't be an issue. Here we go. So I found a chemical plant that actually does have a Metal Sonic, as you can see by the health bar. All I can say is good luck trying to find him, because he's sometimes either in buildings here or he's in like under the ground. So again, Metal Sonic moves very, very fast. So if you're gonna fight him, be careful. I'm definitely gonna heal up before I fight him. I guess he can be in either chemical plant or scrap brain, since he's a creation by Eggman. I guess. Oh god, where is he? Now go figure, it took me forever to also try and find Metal Sonic when I found the health bar. You can also find these buildings, which have a lot of rings and some chests with various loot inside of it. But I'm looking for Metal Sonic. Oh shoot, you can also find these other kinds of buildings, which I want to say is where Metal Sonic is. I don't know. It's like I said, it took me forever to try and find him. I'm just gonna go ahead and give myself some enchanted golden apples right here. A stack of them. See down here? Ring. Let's go into spectator again. Oh, he's down in here. Oh, I get it. So wait, how do you even get down there? Sorry, there's still a lot of things that I don't know about this mod. Oh, I get it. There's also these cages that have a silver Sonic in them, which unfortunately don't do anything besides just look cool. So going down to find this, which you'll find Metal Sonic in here. I guess I can explore whatever's in this area. It doesn't look like a whole lot, so I guess let's just go and release him. He is very fast and it can really do a number of damage. As you see, he's kicking my butt here. But look, I got this hammer and the golden apples right here. Hi. Wow, you're not really doing a whole lot, are you? I just said he was kind of threatening, but it doesn't look like it. Get over here. Get over here. With this hammer, he really doesn't stand any chance. As you see, we're kicking his butt right away. And again, just like Eggman and Death Egg Robot, he will drop a special key upon death. I believe that's all he drops. Yes, as you can see right there, he drops a special key. Strange, isn't it? So that's another boss you can get a special key from. I guess you can get out of here by using the springs. Well, shoot, I did not know this is where he hides out. And I guess you can there's also loot you can get afterwards. So it's more than just Oh shit. I did not realize this is where this thing is. This is an item we'll go over later. I think that's all that's in Chemical Plant. There's also, like I said, the magnet for bringing down the Death Egg robot. But I did not know that this building was here, and this is where Metal Sonic is housed. Which makes me wonder if they're going to include something like this in the third Sonic movie. I guess while we're here, we'll go and go over Casino Night that we're in right here. Yes, we are in Casino Night here. This place is all about gambling. As you can see, you can find these slot machines right here, and these cost 1 ring per usage, and you can flick this lever to basically gamble with a slot machine. You'll have these right here, which, you know, just like a bam, bam, middle finger right at you. But if you keep going, you can win some prizes, i.e. rings, netherite ingots, as you can see, a shield, some speed shoes, or the jackpot, which I believe is a boatload of rings. But as you can see, I'm not having the best luck. I don't know what happens when you get 3 Eggmans, but I assume it's not something good. Come on, dude. So yeah, there's a lot of prizes you can get if you can match 3 of a kind. Like I said, there's one place where you can get the speed shoes right here, and you can also grind out netherite ingots if you're lucky. And like you saw, crafting rings to spend them on this is not really that pricey. They just take some gold nuggets. If you can find a huge gold vein, you're set. And you can find gold ingots and gold rings here pretty much at will. Unfortunately, I'm not having the best luck of this. There we go, I won the speed shoes. So that's how you can get a free pair of speed shoes from this place. And let me try one more, see if I can win another item. You can still listen to this kick-ass music as well. What is 3 egg? I guess 3 Eggmans hurts you? It didn't add anything to my inventory, but yeah, this is also the place where you can find the van, or maybe I'm thinking of the next biome, which will tackle the one right next to us. You can also find these rooms down here. Take out the speed shoes down here, which have some bumpers in them and some slot machines, but you can't play them, unfortunately. You can find rings though, which are pretty cool. And then it's down one further, you can find a chest which has random loot in it, but you have to avoid a bunch of bumpers as well. And if you get caught in them, all I can say is good luck getting out, because these things will make you fly everywhere. Moving on from Casino Night, we have Studiopolis here. Recognize the music? A lot of you younger people who haven't really grown up with Sonic will recognize this area right here, like the song here, as it's used in a lot of meme things. Then we have these this right here is a popcorn thing, which I never understood what their popcorn is for. It's not for eating. It's more like a decoration thing, which I don't know if this is to like attack mobs with or whatnot. But you have this right here. You have a bunch of lights right here, which look awesome. You have this area over here, which I think is like another place for some loot. Egg TV. You still got, again, kick-ass music. Oh yeah, you can find cameras. You can find green screens right here. Look, Ma, I'm on TV. Hi, Mom. Hi. You can find, again, you find clothes here. You can find some cameras, which are just novelty things. You can find a lot of decoration blocks here. This is why I didn't want to go over any other crafting items for decoration blocks, because you can find it for free in these areas. Oh, no, we're not going to go over that area yet. That's Egg TV right there. And I think that's, look around once more. You can find these buildings here with more loot inside of them, and bumpers as well. So don't get caught in those. And you can find microphones as well for Studiopolis, which is really cool. As well as, I just noticed this, a bucket of popcorn, which doesn't look like it does anything. Oh, this stuff you can eat. Okay, makes sense. So you platform up there with all these springs, you can get some loot that way here in Studiopolis. I keep wanting to call it Studiopolis when it's very basically Studiopolis, according to the name. And I think that's it. I think this is the area where you can find the Hornet van. And there's more mods, but we'll go over those later. Right there. This is where you can find the Hornet van right here. So if you want to travel around by vehicle instead of running, you certainly can. Now you might have been hearing this area right here, which is the Night Carnival area, which is another area that's only in the 1.17 version. It's not in 1.16, since, you know, there's Blaze here. I think it's just the same deal where you can find random loot in these buildings here. They're pretty tall, so you're gonna have to platform up quite a ways here. Whoop! I guess I never noticed there's chests over here. You can just find some basic stuff in here. like star panels, whatnot, and some copper also. I don't know the 1.17 update that well, just regular vanilla Minecraft. But yeah, you have a gazebo up here, which if you fly to the, oh no, I guess not. I guess if you go inside here, oh, nothing. Yeah, so you have these areas up here. You have these other areas up here with some more rings and some springs right here. Right there, as you can see, bounce up and you can get more loot, as well as an item box to summon Blaze, which I guess makes sense if you can't craft the item box. So you have to have a natural way of finding them. That's a creeper face right there. I like that detail that it makes that creeper face and not like a Blaze face or something. I don't know. But I think that's it for the night carnival area. Just more buildings and more loot. This is where you can find Blaze. And yeah, next area. Now we have Emerald Hill right here, which don't be confused. It is not Green Hill. This is Emerald Hill right here. I think the only difference here is what all is underground. This is also a place where you can find the Chow Garden, if I remember correctly. But it's just a variant of Green Hill Zone here. I guess you can also find Tails' workshop here, since I see it right over there. Yeah, so you can find his workshop in Emerald Hill as well as Green Hill Zone. But other than that, not really a whole lot here, except, like I said, Chow Gardens, but we'll go over those later. And then we also have the Aquatic Ruin Zone right here, which, whatever the other place is that had like underground caverns, same thing with Aquatic Ruin, that it has underground caverns right here. Let's see if I can find a bigger one with those underground places. I guess it's good times I need to go over the spring yard right here. I remember the name because this place is very distinct from the others. You have those lights right there, as you can see, and you have some traps areas with more loot. There's, like I said, a lot of loot that you can find in the world of Sonic. As you're here, the biggest trap ever, bumpers and springs. I'm not even touching anything and I'm going nuts. Right, like that. You can find basic Minecraft loot there and whatnot. And yeah, so you have that. You have these traps here as well with the spikes. Be careful of these because I'm sure these things can hurt. Let's go ahead and switch my game mode. I'm fully healed up and everything. Speed shoes off. Yeah, be careful of that. So you can find some basic loot down here, and then if you spring up, as you can see, they will hurt you. They don't knock the rings at you in Sonic style, but they still will hurt. You can have the searchlights right here, which looks like they don't really light up the surrounding area and keep mobs away, unfortunately. But yeah, like I said, you can find those spring yard lights for free, or you can craft them yourself. You have more loot areas down here, as you can see. That's kind of all there is for the spring yard. There's no bosses here. Here we go. Here's a bigger aquatic ruin. You see, you got some really awesome music. You also have these bubbles a la Sonic that you can use to refill your air, which is really cool. Let's see. Let's go into spectator and go under the water right here, because yeah, right over here, there's some underwater little mini dungeon areas down here with more loot. It's kind of a maze to get through them, but ultimately it's not really that bad. And like I said, you can find more loot right here, including apparently Luck of the Sea fishing rods, which is really cool. That's kind of all there is here. And of course, there's always going to be like unique enemies in the various biomes and such, but I'll go over mobs later. And last but not least, we have, as far as I know, we have what's called the press garden right here, which is a cool looking place with more loot that you can find. You can also find these ink things right here, which I don't know what exactly they do, but yeah, more loot. As you can see, we found some grapes for Knuckles right there. Ugh. Pardon, sorry. Ugh. You also find music discs of the various zones if you want to bring the music back to the overworld right here. But this place just looks really cool, as you can see, with all the pink everywhere and whatnot. You can also utilize this wood for your own purpose if you want to make some like various wood things out of it, like fences and doors and stairs and slabs and whatnot. I don't think there's anything underground, just some basic caves, so it's not going to be unique in that sense. But yeah, so you can find these areas, you find more rings, and yeah, that's the press garden. It looks different from the others, but like functionalities wise, I guess it's kind of the exact same with buildings and loot and the like, and nothing underground. So now that we've gone over all the biomes, I'm going to go and show off the mobs and some other various items. Hopefully we won't get too tired of the chemical plant music. But I'm going to go ahead and move all my stuff up here, and we're going to show off the various mobs that are in this mod. Okay, so before we go over like various mobs, there's a few other characters that I forgot to show off. The first one right here is Chaos. Now, you'd think that he would be a boss mob, but he's actually not. He's just a regular old Chaos right here. I'm going to go and switch back to survival mode to see if he's hostile. Wherever it is. Is he hostile? Are you hostile? Are you? I guess not. But I'm still going to kill you anyway. And it doesn't really look like he's that powerful. I mean, given that he's just like a regular character and whatnot, he will still attack you, of course. And when you kill him, you'll get a Heart of the Sea, which is which makes sense. You know, he's a blob of water. But yeah, that's Chaos right there. And then we also have Tikal, which I never showed off, which you can summon by throwing the Totem of Guidance down, and you can summon her that way, like legit, you know. So she's Tikal. You can right click on her to get some helpful tips. As you know, like that. Fake cast emeralds to save wavelength properties, but you hit a robot with it, the robot will explode. That being said, please make sure no harmless creatures get hurt. So something can be kind of funny. Then we have Chow right here, which I believe you can use the animals on and raise your own Chow if you want. You also have the black market Chow, which you can buy things from him with your rings right here. You can see you can buy a Chow, you can buy pumpkins, some heads, you can buy that hammer I'm using for 64 rings. You can buy the speed shoes from him and a name tag and a Chow fruit as well. So you can buy things from black market Chow doing it like that. So those are the basic characters that I just forgot to go over. I guess I'll go and put down this Chaos one and not attack him. Now, these right here are some various animals that are here. We have the Flicky right there. We have Cucky, right? Cucky. We have Pecky, which are really original names. Picky right there, Pocky, Ricky, and Rocky, which are just basic animals. You can probably utilize them if you want to raise your own Chow. I don't exactly know how exactly to give them to the Chow, but maybe like right click them. I have no idea. But those are just animals that I just figured I should show off anyway. Now we get into some other hostile mobs that aren't the various characters. First up we have right here is the Motobug, which you know, they'll hurt you and such. They're kind of basic mobs you can find kind of anywhere, and they die really easily to a weapon. As you can see, they actually hold on to animals, just like I think that's how they are in most Sonic games, but most notably in Sonic Adventure. They'll actually encapsulate mobs, which I guess is kind of cool. Then we have the one that I showed off earlier, the Buzz Bomber, which will fly around and shoot things at you just like in the games. Of course, you won't lose all your rings as a result. And let's hit him and he'll drop another mob, as you can see. Then we have the Crab Meat right here, another, which, you know, just spawns kind of wherever in like Emerald Hill, Aquatic Ruin, like that. Dies once again. They're not exactly that powerful if you have the hammer. They take a few punches though if you don't have a weapon with you. And I ran into here. The speed shoes are good, but man, do they make it confusing to get around. Then we have the Chopper right here, which is the is it Chopper or Chomper? I don't know. I didn't really look at it, but yeah, they're fish. They spawn in the water and in Aquatic Ruin and whatnot, and dies really easily right there. And they turn into a fish. So it's a fish riding a fish. That makes sense. Then we have the Caterpillar, which is actually kind of interesting because it'll actually split its body up, and you have to attack whichever the head is. You can attack the various parts of it to get them away, but if you attack the head, the other pieces, they still hurt. Oh, that's stupid. They still hurt you. But yeah, you have that. And then we have the Orbinaut here, and I guess we'll go and go over the Tubinaut as well, which are enemies that will launch projectiles at you, or at least they have an aura around them, as you know, trying to protect them. And you know, they still die very, very easily. Oh, that actually took 2 hits, damn. But they do launch your projectiles if memory serves me. And we still have a few things to go over, but I need to do something real quick. I've spawned in some test subjects so I can use the Phantom Ruby on these guys right here. If you use the Phantom Ruby, they will go launching in the air, and it will cause fall damage, or maybe not. They just go launching so that, like, if you're running by and you just happen to right click, they'll just go flying right there. We'll see how well it works in survival mode. Doesn't look like it has any sort of durability or like cooldown or whatnot. But you can spam it, which doesn't look like it makes them go any higher. It looks like it doesn't cause fall damage, maybe to do it if you do its regular vanilla Minecraft mobs, but I don't know. So that's the Phantom Ruby. All right, I went and spawned a gold plate so I can go and show this, that obviously we want to get the rest of these Chaos Emeralds right here. I need the key again. And then I'll go and get 5 to show this. We have the blue one, and the yellow one, and the green one. We don't have the fake one anymore. So we'll go and get all these. We got the 7 Chaos Emeralds in our hand right here. So we have all of them in our hands. Now every day you can only get all 7 Chaos Emeralds once. You can't get them anymore. And if you right click assign again with a key, you'll get 50 rings for it. Now we actually do need the rings, and I'll show you guys that in a minute here. Chaos Control! That was not where I wanted to go. So if you take a crafting table and put all 7 Chaos Emeralds into here, you'll put all of them together and you can get the super form, which is, you know, Sonic, Shadow, Silvers, like the main form at the end of most Sonic games to defeat the final boss. So yeah, you have a super form of your own right here. I'm gonna take out the speed shoes and grab some milk to show off all the effects of this. So milk, calcium. All right, so I'm completely free of buffs right there, and I'm actually gonna go and take off the armor right here and show that when you right click the super form item, you will go into a super form, which gives you speed and strength. Now you get a lot of strength from this. Watch, I'm gonna walk up and just punch him. 1 hit is all it took to take him out. Now, unfortunately, when you are in your super form, any rings that you have will start to diminish, which is why I said have 50 rings in order to be able to utilize this form. Once you run out of rings, you will power down again back to the regular form. Now you can power down anytime by just right clicking this again to, you know, go out of your super form. I don't really know how else to say it besides that. Now the reason why I wanted to show off the super form is to show off the last boss that we have, but let's make this fun. Let's go ahead and get all the bosses, and let's just go fist to fist. So let's power up again. Let's go and get the Death Egg robot, and let's just go ahead and punch him to death. So as you can see, you do a lot of damage with just your regular punches. Like that right there.
No,
and you can also walk up to Eggman and just straight up punch him in the face. Or no, oh no, you can't. He's actually faster than you, I just noticed. Okay, well, you can't do that like that. But we get another special key for that. So if I need more ring, I'll go ahead and just use this now. Since, you know, I needed the rings. Let's go ahead and spawn Metal Sonic right here and just go ahead and just, if I can punch him. Oh, you actually cannot get hurt in this form, it looks like. That's awesome. Okay, Metal Sonic, get over here. Punch him. Dead in 3 hits. Like that is cool. All right, let's just go ahead and spawn Eggman here and just go ahead and punch him out and take him out in 3 hits. Like that. Done. Now, I've been avoiding this last boss fight on purpose. We have Infinite right here. This guy, you want to be careful with, because watch this. And make sure you have a pretty beefy computer if you're going to go fight him, because if you have a bad one, you're probably not going to hold up. I don't know how well the recording will hold up once I spawn him. But, of course, Infinite is an enemy from Sonic. Oh, he's an enemy from Sonic Forces. As you see, he can make you levitate with using the power of the Phantom Ruby. Oh, God, I am going way too freaking high. Oh, wow, I didn't even take damage right there. Good. As you can see, he'll spawn Sonic, Shadow, and even spawn Chaos to attack you with. Okay, this is annoying. I'm going to go ahead and stop this right down. Stop it. And let's go and just punch him to death. 1, oh, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. 2 and 3. Oh, no, it takes 4 punches. So yeah, as you saw right there, he dropped another Phantom Ruby for you as well as a key. So he's worth it, I guess, but be careful because he can spawn those others to aid him in the fighting right there, which is really annoying. And I forgot that there's actually some other mobs to go over. We have the Egg Pawn right here, which is an enemy that will shoot at you. Yeah, it's an enemy that will shoot at you. Oh my God, in my super form I reflected back. That's awesome. I can reflect it into other enemies too. But if you kill him, he has a chance of dropping his egg gun, which you can use it a la Shadow the Hedgehog style. And yeah, so Egg Pawn right here. I thought these were enemies that appeared in Sonic Colors, but they appeared in much earlier Sonic games. And yeah, they don't really stand a chance. No wonder they're called egg pawns. Then we have the ice bomba right here, which has that attack, which is an enemy that's based on like freezing you. So be careful when fighting him. And then we have Splats as the last mob right here. We're going to spawn him. And I guess he's just another mob. He doesn't look like he's going to attack me. Let's power down real quick. Oh, never mind. He does hurt you. Hammer. So I guess he's another hostile mob. I thought he was friendly. Oh, well. But anyway, yeah, that's all the mobs in this mod. And as you'd probably guess, that Chaos Emerald separation table will separate them back into individual Chaos Emeralds, so you can use them in like the generator or just use the regular Chaos control. So with that, I think that's the like all the notable things in this mod. There is one more biome called the null space, which is a place from Sonic Forces, even though no one talks about that game. I don't know how to get to that, unfortunately, which I believe is a place where Infinite will spawn. If you guys know how to get to that, please let me know in the comments, because I am completely clueless on how to get there. But yeah, I think other than that, that's all that this mod has to offer Sonic wise, you know, mod wise with Sonic and whatnot. That completely derailed. Oh my god, the kill command doesn't even work in your super form. But yeah, with that, I hope that's gonna go ahead and do it for this mod showcase. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you stab that like button down below. And if you guys have anything that can help me out, or if you have any suggestions for mods in the future, please let me know in the comments below. I will always take a guy's suggestion. If you guys know how to get to null space, please let me know as well, even though I doubt I really want to go there. But yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you check the description for the mod and all my social medias and such. And make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. We'll always take a new member to the Master Sword Valley. But yeah, guys, that's all this mod has to offer. I'm kind of sad that characters like Silver or Omega aren't in this mod as well. But I mean, this mod is huge as it is, so I can understand there not being those characters in as well. Especially, I appreciate they don't add Big the Cat, because I don't think anyone likes him. But yeah, other than that, that's all I really want to say. My name is Luke.
I'm involved. I'm involved.
Hey, no, don't you freaking dare. You wait the entire episode just to appear now. No, I won't have it, Silverfish.
You forgot that I'm part of this mod here.
You were in for the fault. You're not in this mod.
Yes, I am.
Oh my god. But anyway, that's all I really want to say. My name is Luke, and say it with me. Stay strong and feel the power. See ya.
I am Silver crying.
Behold the power of chaos control. Really useful. I went 2 blocks.